two middle-class kids, one a daughter of Oakland, California, who was raised by a working mother. I had a summer job at McDonald's.
Right, they have a full-time archivist on file. You know, we pestered them for weeks and never got a response.
So they know everybody who's ever worked at a McDonald's, and you gave them a month or a couple weeks, and the maybe future president of the United States, something you'd want to brag about if you were McDonald's. They didn't get back to you with anything. That is, and you're right, Andrew, we're not saying she never worked at McDonald's. We're just saying it doesn't smell right, and there's no evidence anywhere. Anything else you'd like to add? You do a really good job.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm Buzz. This is the Buzz Review. So we got to discuss this McDonald's situation because it's sounding kind of salty. No pun intended. Let's go.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, go fuck yourself. They're coming after her summer job. What? 45 years ago. They're saying she never worked at McDonald's, guys. Because it wasn't on her resume. And apparently some confirmed source says there's no record of her employment from probably 45 years ago. Yeah. That's where we're at politically in this country. So just remember, even though you're almost 60, you need to keep your resume updated with every employment you've had throughout your entire life, including your summer job at McDonald's. And that is still relevant and necessary on your resume when you are being elected to the highest office that your country has to offer. So just, we all learned a lesson here today.
So we're not talking about a simple guy getting out of high school, going to college, trying to get a better job after getting his degree. We're talking about the president of the United States of America, or potential president here, Kamala Harris. So you think she would have all her ducks in a row when it comes to questioning something like, hey, I'm in McDonald's. I was on the fries. Ice cream, I was serving that. I told him it was broke 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Why would you lie about something like working at McDonald's? Well, I'll tell you why. Because she wants to relate to the working class that works at McDonald's. Now, I know for a fact my resume has everything I've ever worked at since I got my first job at Sonic, and then went to Burger King. And then I was a waiter serving tables when I was in college. And then I went to my main job where I'm at today. I promise you, I'm not leaving nothing off. I don't care if it's 5 pages. If I can write a book on it, it's going to have it on my resume because I'm proud to have done that as a job starting out. I'm not ashamed of that. Now, if she's going to lie about something this small, that's the issue at hand right here, then what else is she prepared to lie about? That's what I'm trying to point out here, obviously, because if you lie about something about, flipping fries, flipping burgers, working at the cashier, what are you going to lie about going into your presidency?
You suggested that you happened to turn black recently for political purposes, questioning a core part of your identity.
Yeah.
Any
Same old tired playbook. Next question, please.
That's it?
That's it.
You suggested.
Yeah, next question, please. I'm for sure black. Obviously, by my skin, it's really dark, right, Dana? We can't question that. Through her whole childhood, she has claimed to be Indian. Her mother's Indian. Her father's Indian, Irish. She runs for president. I'm black. I'm black. I listened to Tupac and smoked weed. I had a tub full of collard greens cooking one time. This is another thing that just drives me crazy. It's like, whoa, we need to get these black votes here. So how do we do that? Well, we need a minority posing to be black. If she's black, I'm Elvis Presley. You know what I'm saying? If she's black, I'm freaking Usain Bolt. Look at me. I'm black. I'm dark. You put me in the sun for 5 hours, I'm going to be darker than Kamala ever could be. Now, here's another scenario where she flip-flops. And this is the thing that all Democrats typically do, is they kind of flip-flop on the question at hand when they answered it differently a couple years ago to now saying that they are for something like fracking. Take a look.
I want to get some clarity on where you stand on some key policy issues. Energy is a big one. When you were in Congress, you supported the Green New Deal. And in 2019, you said, quote, "There is no question I'm in favor of banning fracking." Fracking, as you know, is a pretty big issue, particularly in your must-win state of Pennsylvania.
Sure.
Do you still want to ban fracking?
No, and I made that clear on the debate stage in 2020, that I would not ban fracking. As vice president, I did not ban fracking. As president, I will not ban fracking.
In 2019, I believe, in a town hall, you said you were asked, would you commit to implementing a federal ban on fracking on your first day in office? And you said, there's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. So yes.
I'm not going to ban fracking. Oh, well, here it is. You said you're going to ban fracking. Oh, no, the internet lives forever. Dana Bash, why would you do that? We're on the same side here. You know, I like how Dana's saying, you know, hey, you're lying here. She didn't say straight up, yeah, you're lying, but I got you lying right here to explain this, Kamala. You said you're going to ban fracking, but then you said you weren't going to ban fracking. So what's the truth? What is the truth? Are you black or are you Indian? Did you work at McDonald's or did you not work at McDonald's? We need to quit this flip-flopping thing here because it's driving us crazy, especially the swing voters, these independents, these libertarians, whatever. They don't know who Kamala is. They don't know what she's about. They don't know how she's going to run the country. You know, they want to hear her policies. They don't want to hear her pirate, you know, Trump's tax cut policies or whatever. They don't want to hear her talk about the border. Yeah, we've been good on the border. We're going to be even better in 2025 if I win. Kamala, you have a record that's not that good on the border. You and Joe don't have the best record when it comes to illegals. All right?
So it changed in that campaign?
In 2020, I made very clear where I stand. We are in 2024, and I've not changed that position, nor will I going forward. I kept my word, and I will keep my word.
What made you change that position at the time?
Well, let's be clear. My values have not changed. I believe it is very important that we take seriously what we must do to guard against what is a clear crisis in terms of the climate. And to do that, we can do what we have accomplished thus far. The Inflation Reduction Act, what we have done to invest, by my calculation, over probably $1 trillion over the next 10 years, investing in a clean energy economy. What we've already done, creating over 300,000 new clean energy jobs. That tells me, from my experience as vice president, we can do it without banning fracking. In fact, Dana, I cast the tie-breaking vote that actually increased leases for fracking as vice president. So I'm very clear about where I stand.
And was there some policy or scientific data that you saw that you said, oh, okay, I get it now?
What I have seen is that we can grow and we can increase a thriving clean energy economy without banning fracking. Okay.
Her stance is on the Green New Deal. Guys, the Green New Deal has nothing to do with oil, all right? Fracking, I'm sure they don't want nothing to do with fracking. Green New Deal, clean energy. That's what it's all about. That's literally what it's all about. There's no, spot for fracking in there, all right? I don't care what Kamala or Tim wants to tell you. They want to ban fracking. They've been saying it forever. We're going to ban fracking. We're going to take your AR-15s. Why do you need 100 rounds to shoot a deer? You can use a shotgun. You can use a slug shotgun to take a deer down. If you can't get it, then, well, you don't deserve to have a gun anyway. Forget your Second Amendment, folks. If we're in charge, you ain't going to have no Second Amendment. How dare you? Want to protect yourselves from burglars, right? You got to wait on the cops, and they might take 30 minutes. Maybe they show up a little earlier if you live down the road from the station. But still, my wife got an offender bender like 6 months ago, and it took 1 hour for them to respond. All right, 1 hour. And there's some old man trying to leave the scene. His truck keeps turning on and off. And finally, he just takes off, and we're just sitting there, in a wreck in an intersection. Here comes a cop 1 hour later. Yeah, thanks for helping us, guys. What if the guy had a gun and he wanted to, rob or kidnap my wife? Am I going to wait on the police to come and save my wife? No, I'm going to shoot you, man. Bing, bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? I'm not waiting on no one. All right. My wife's waiting on me. If it's just her and she does have a gat on her, she got that thing on her. All right. She will bang, bang, hopefully. But I'm just saying we can't rely on what these people say when it comes to simple issues. Oh, I worked at McDonald's. Oh, there's no record. We want to ban fracking. Well, you just said you don't want to ban fracking. Which one is true? You know what I'm saying? It's the small things that make this campaign what it is, all right? When it comes to lying about the small things, like I'm saying, if it's so small and stupid and minor and irrelevant like this, what are the big things are they going to lie about? How is she going to sit next to, Putin or across from Putin, I mean, or across from Xi Jinping or, Kim Jong-un? And she's flip-flopping on these issues at hand. It doesn't matter what it is. She sits there and she laughs and cackles, and it doesn't show strength. It shows weakness, all right? I don't care what you guys say. I don't want a president sit there and, oh, you're so funny, Putin. Or that's cute, Kim, or whatever. That's not strength at all. You need to sit there. You need to do what Donald does. He unbuttons his shirt, and he's like, yeah, what's up? Pulls you in with the handshake, and is, oh, I'm the big man here. Big guy here. Orange Jesus, the orange menace is here, boys. That's who I want as a president. I don't want this weak, I'm black, or no, I'm actually Indian, flip-floppy person in there who can't even tell the truth when it comes to something like the McDonald's.
It just raises some very serious questions about what has become a foundational narrative that Democrats are relying on to connect Kamala Harris to the working class.
So McDonald's keeps pretty good records of their employees.
Right. They have a full-time archivist on file. We pestered them for weeks and never got a response.
So they know everybody who's ever worked at a McDonald's, and you gave them a month or a couple weeks, and the maybe future president of the United States, something you'd want to brag about if you were McDonald's. They didn't get back to you with anything. That is, and you're right, Andrew, we're not saying she never worked at McDonald's. We're just saying it doesn't smell right, and there's no evidence anywhere. Anything else you'd like to add? You do a really good job.
Oh, 100% McDonald's is coming out of the woodworks. She worked at McDonald's. Here's the proof. Application right here, boys. All you stupid Republicans can go shove it. McDonald's didn't come out and say that. They don't even have the proof of her working there. Oh, well, yeah, we got to take her word for it. Forget all the files we saved here. She never worked there. All right. We don't have the proof. If Donald Trump had the proof and working at McDonald's or Burger King or Pizza Hut, he'd be talking about it all the time. Oh, the pizza was just great. I made the best pizza. Everyone loved my pizza. Everyone loved me. I was the manager there. You know what I'm saying? Then someone to come out. You weren't the manager there. Everyone says your pizza sucked, man. You quit because you couldn't put the sauce on right. That would happen, right? We all know that would happen.
Good job with this investigative reporting.
Thank you. Yeah, I think a great comparison is the 2008 campaign. It was a big storyline, Obama's first job as an ice cream scooper at Baskin-Robbins. The difference with then and now is that there was no mystery at all surrounding Obama's first job. News outlets published the address of his Baskin-Robbins in Honolulu on their websites. Photographers posted photos of the location. Baskin-Robbins proudly touts on his website that Obama used to scoop ice cream for them. And the manager of that location joked to the LA Times in 2009 that she turned into somewhat of a media professional after dealing with so many reporters during the 2008 campaign. The same just can't be said about Harris. There's nothing but mystery surrounding her claim to work at McDonald's.
Very mysterious. Maybe it was Burger King and she forgot.
I worked at McDonald's. I did the French fries and I did the ice cream. I worked at McDonald's. I was a student when I was working at McDonald's. There was not a family relying on me to pay the rent, put food on the table, and keep the bills paid by the end of the month. But the reality of McDonald's is that a majority of the folks who are working there today are relying on that income to sustain a household and a family. And if we want to talk about these golden arches being a symbol of the best of America, well, the arches are falling short. And we have...
Yeah, I don't think McDonald's needs to be representing the best of America. Honestly, fast food is bad for you. You should stay away from it. You would be better off. Oh, well, what are the poor people going to eat? Well, they can't afford the dollar menu no more. There ain't no dollar menu no more. Y'all go and check and see if it's $1. It's not $1. It's a Biden inflation for you. So that's her freaking a home run right there. Hey, yeah, I worked at McDonald's. I'm just like you guys. We can relate. But unfortunately, they can't really relate because they can't prove that she actually worked there. It's hearsay. Yeah, no, I worked there. Well, who can prove that? I don't know. You just got to take my word for it. Well, we don't want to just take your word for it. We want proof. That's the whole issue coming with this presidency. We want proof when it comes to the small things. Not because it's a big deal, but because it kind of is a big deal. All right. There I am flip-flopping just like the Democrats. It's a big deal when you lie about something so small when you're in a position so big, like the presidency. All right, guys. I know if Donald Trump lied about it, like I said earlier, it'd be all over the mainstream media. They'd be talking about, oh, he's a liar. He's a rich, pompous, orange man bad liar. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments about this McDonald's situation. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.